Hey everybody, what's going on? This is David Coelho, your host of the Sempre Fit Show, your simple guide to health and fitness. Today I actually got Freddie Kasha.
How you doing, everybody?
He's the producer of the show. I just want to take a second and say thank you,
Yeah,
Freddie,
you're
for
welcome.
having me here.
Yeah.
Right. We also want to say, before we get in further, we also want to say thank you to Guy Camier, right, and also Brian Lapola.
Lapiola.
Right,
Lapaola.
Lapola, I'm sorry about that. Right,
Yeah.
and they're the directors of the show. Okay, so now what we're going to do tonight, we're actually going to try to get a better understanding how women go through the struggles whenever they go to the diet or a weight loss program. Right, we want to understand like the way they think, what they're going through, and how we could actually help them out and get a better understanding of that. Okay, so we're going to have a caller. Her name is Isabella. She's going to be calling in a couple of minutes, or actually in a couple of seconds, right? And then until she calls, let's just have a little more, just find out a little more about Freddie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, I know Dave a pretty long time, and he was telling me about, his fitness and stuff. You actually just were in a big
Yes.
race,
Yes.
right?
In fact, I just finished the Spartan race, which was the City Field Spartan race in Queens. I've been doing that race for about the last 10 years. And then I actually got first place with 39 over for the open wave. Right, it was a very, to me, it was such an incredible feeling to get first place on that. Right, but also I know Freddie for many years because we played football together for about 10 years now, right?
10 years, yeah.
Yeah, and then so far also one of the things that Freddie, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Right, in the last couple of years.
Just work, you got to keep up and work out a lot,
How was it? How was it that you lost weight? You changed your diet, your exercise?
Well, yeah, the diet is one thing, but then working, going to the gym every 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And
how
that
long do you
helps.
go to the gym for? Whenever you go?
Usually I go for a couple of hours, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I sometimes I wonder if you should be in there that long,
I know.
Well, that you're saying you don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah,
be in
yeah.
there.
I actually.
Well, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying a lot of people saying you shouldn't be in the gym that long, but I mean you would know about that, right?
Well, a lot of times you see the old way, the old mentality was to go to the gym 3 or 4 hours, but you really don't need to go 3 or 4 hours to the gym. If you go, let's say 35 to 40 minutes, you could actually accomplish the same thing, right, in less time, and you get better results.
So what is the things to concentrate on, like for doing like 35-minute workout?
Well, whenever you do 35, 40 minutes workout, it's usually high intensity. So what you do is like you do less breaks in between each set, right? You also do better repetitions. You concentrate on your form, and then one of the biggest things you got to do to get healthier faster is actually your nutrition, right? If you could take care of your nutrition and actually watch everything you eat, stay away from soda, stay away from sugary things, you get better results and faster, right? But I remember like when you first started losing weight, you started cutting down. What were some of the things?
Well, you're juicing a lot of juice, a lot of greens and stuff,
Yeah.
and that helps you digest a lot of your food if you
Yes.
juice for
Because
I
it
went
helps
to
you
an
the enzymes, right?
I went to a nutritionist,
Yeah.
And Fred Bishi is his name. He's one of the best nutritionists
Yeah.
in the United States, I think. But he's the one that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Just by saying it's what you leave out. It's not what you eat.
Exactly.
We're Italians.
Yeah.
We got to eat.
Yeah.
But it's not what you could sit down and it depends on what you eat. Yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed like when we started playing football again, and then you lost all the weight, you had more energy.
Yeah. Well, that's from working out. I take enzymes too.
Yeah.
So I take natural enzymes.
Do you take any other kind of supplements or anything?
No, just basically just enzymes and probiotics.
Okay, good.
That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
we got a
right.
phone call.
Isabella actually just called us. I think she's on the line right now. Hey, Isabella, are you there?
Not yet? All right.
Okay, not yet, guys.
All right. So
Okay, so once again, we're still waiting for her to call in. And one of the main things that I know we're focusing some of the things that Freddie did. He lost his weight and also got himself back in shape, right? But one of the things that I noticed when he lost the weight, he actually got faster, right? He reacted better, right? At the same time, his energy level was incredible. When he started playing again.
Well, I was working out a lot with the Stairmaster on the
Yes.
stairs and stuff. That helps your endurance, and
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I did.
And one of the things about Semper Fit is actually means eternal fitness, right? And what we're trying to actually get is like you could be fit at any age. Right now we're getting the signal. Actually, Isabella's on the phone right now. Hey, Isabella, can you hear us? Hello, Isabella?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, we have here Freddie and myself, right? We just wanted to ask you a couple more questions, but what we want to do is actually get a better understanding from the women's side, right? Some of the struggles that they go through whenever they join a diet or weight loss program. Okay, can you hear us?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
We're just trying to give better understanding, also a clear understanding, some of the struggles that women go through whenever they join a weight loss program or a diet. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I would say just sticking to the plan.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll ask you a couple of questions right now. Can you tell us a little more about you? Like, let's say your age, or if you have any kids, if any kind of hobbies or your lifestyle. So let's say if you're a professional or you're a home wife or a mom. Can you tell us a little more about yourself?
Sure. I'm 37 years old. I am a mom, and I work 60 to 70 hours a week.
Wow.
Wow.
So I don't really have time for fitness or healthy lifestyle.
Okay. And, well,
So
that's
how
a
do you-
lot of hours.
yeah,
That's a killer. I mean,
It's a
but
lot of hours, yeah.
the funny thing, that's the average businesswoman in America. They actually work 60 to 70 hours a week, right? They don't have time for nutrition. They don't have time for health. And they definitely don't have time for, like, sometimes even the family because they get so caught up in this fitness. I mean, I'm sorry, not in the fitness thing, but actually on their business, right, and their career. So they have little time for the family or even for themselves, right? And that actually becomes a snowball effect in which they start getting depressed, they start getting sick, gaining weight, right, and at the same time getting sick.
Yeah.
You know? The other question was, have you ever done any kind of weight loss program or any kind of diets? Isabella,
I've done several of them throughout the years.
can you name any of them? Like, anything that, the latest ones or,
I guess I've done Jenny Craig. I've also downloaded a few apps that you join, and then they give you a fitness program and then meals to follow.
and how was it? You seen any results? Were you able to lose the weight permanent?
No, I was not able to lose weight permanently because I did not stick to it. I saw results,
Yeah.
but then I lost motivation. And then work and kids and everything else just got in the way, or allowed it to get in the way, and it just fell through.
Yeah.
Wow. What was your biggest struggle, like, whenever you're going through those fitness programs? Like, was it just that you had no accountability, or maybe you had nobody to talk to, or they were just too hard to handle?
I think it was mostly getting the motivation to continue to do it. The hardest part for me is actually to stay motivated and stick to the program.
Yeah.
And what made you join those programs? Like, what is it? What is it in your life that actually said, you know what, I want to join this? Any kind of pressure, or like family or personal pressure that you felt like, I have to lose this weight, or I have to get in shape? Or was it a health issue?
No, like any other woman, I like to look good in swimwear. So that was my pressure.
Okay. And do you have a question, Fred?
Yeah, no, I was saying, like, since she works a lot of hours and stuff like that, is it better to get up, like, earlier to do your workouts or after work? I mean, what do you
Well,
think for, like, some...
Everybody's different, a lot of times some women, like, they like working out earlier, or sometimes they like doing during lunch, right? And some of them like working out at night. The thing is, like, if you don't have that much time, right, I think the best way would be actually working out early in the morning, because also your body's ready for the workout. You
Right.
get better results when you work out
So
in
it's
the
in the morning?
morning. In the morning's usually the best.
best work.
Once again, sometimes some women work, they get up later and then they go to sleep later. So it depends on the woman itself. So a lot of times you got to customize a plan
Right.
that will help them get better results, right? Also, the other thing I wanted to ask you, when you gain, how long was it that you gained the weight back, or you got out of shape after you finished these programs?
Probably within 3 to 6 months.
And was it you gained the same amount of weight, or was it more, or how was it?
I think I gained the same amount of weight.
Okay, and then let's say, so once you gain the weight, was it harder to lose the weight again, or like, because pretty much you're going through a roller coaster. You lose the weight, you gain the weight, you lose the weight, and go back again, right?
Of course it's harder. With age, everything gets harder, and it's very hard to stay motivated as older you get.
Yeah. So how do you get, what she's saying is, how do you get motivated back into working out again? What do you think?
Well, actually, the best way to do is have somebody, like, let's say a friend, family, or acquaintance to help you out, because a lot of times if you don't have the motivation and you're doing it on yourself, it's really hard to start again, right? So whenever you join a gym or you join like a social club, right, have somebody to hold you accountable for your actions. So let's say if you can't do your workout, if you can't, get up and go to the next level,
Right.
have somebody, buddy system in which will be able to help you to get to the next workout. You know?
Yeah.
Do you think that might help you, Isabella?
Yeah, I think somebody to talk to and somebody to be there with who can actually help me to get motivated, especially if my workouts would be after work, which is probably not a good idea for me because I come home and I am so exhausted that I won't do anything.
Yeah.
But somebody to just wake up in the morning with and just get it over with, just get that workout done with. That would be great. Or somebody to help me get through it.
Okay. I also have another question. Usually, I ask a lot of my clients something like this. It's like, let's say if we were able to go in the future, 6 months from now, right? What would you want your health and fitness life to look like? Let's say you could go to the future and tell yourself in the future, right? What would you want to see your future self achieve, like in fitness or health? What would that be for you? And
Well, I have a set goal weight that I want to reach, obviously. The sooner the better. And I want to stay at that weight. And I want to make sure that I transition my eating habits to for them to be healthier and just change my whole nutrition to be healthier and just for it to become my lifestyle versus just a diet.
Yeah. Do you recommend like a nutritionist, you think?
Well, actually, a nutritionist, it depends what level you're in right now.
Right.
So let's say if you just want to get a diet, right, a nutritionist will give you a diet, right?
Right.
But the problem is like, like Isabella was saying, she doesn't need to have a nutritionist, or she doesn't need to have a fitness coach. What she actually needs to change is her lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's one of the hardest things that happens with women, especially with women. Like, because I try to focus mostly on women 35 and over,
Right.
And one of the things that happens is like, you think you're gonna get a diet. Anybody could give you a diet, right? And you can follow a diet for a couple of months. The problem is like once you get off that diet, you're gonna go right back,
Go back
to the same lifestyle. So one of the biggest things is actually, change your exercise routines, change your diets, and don't even call it a diet. Call it more like a nutrition plan. Because every time you think about diet, you think about either like something like you only have one meal a day, or you're starving yourself, right? But think about it more like, how do I eat a certain amount of calories during the day and break those calories or those meals into so many times during the day that I'm not hungry, right? So now the other things that you got to do is also set up some kind of daily activity, something that, other than your workout and other than your nutrition plan, something that you do every day that's going to help you get into a better lifestyle, right? And that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand, that whenever they go into the diet, they'll do the diet, they'll lose the weight really fast, right? But then they don't have anything that's actually follows through. Like, have you guys ever seen the Biggest Losers? Most of those people, like 60 or 80% of those people, they gain the weight right back after doing the show.
Yeah. I see that with a lot of people. They
Do you think, Isabella, that it will help you? Do you agree, first of all, do you agree that it's not just a diet or the exercise plan, but it's more like a lifestyle change?
Absolutely. For the results to remain permanent, it has to be a lifestyle change.
So what do you think, like, let's say, we were saying about before, if you go into the future and you talk to your future self, right, what kind of changes you want to see? What is it that's holding you back right now, from trying to achieve those changes? Isabella, can you hear
I'm
us?
just going to stick with motivation. If
Okay.
not the motivation, I'll get motivated for a week and
yeah.
two, and then I just lose hope because I don't see quick results.
Well, that's what a lot of people, I think, it's motivation. Like,
Yeah.
what she's saying is getting motivated. Like, you have to want to do it for a reason.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once you get into a rut and then you don't,
Then you start just falling down. It's
falling
pretty
down.
snowball,
Yeah. So
right?
that's what basically she's saying. Yeah.
Okay. And then the other thing is like, let's say, what do you think it would be a way to achieve those goals? So let's say, right now you tell us that motivation, right? So now if we could talk to you, Isabella, in the future, right? And then you talking to her and saying, you know what, this is what you need to do to get motivated. What would that be? Do you understand, like, the questions? Pretty much, it's like you're almost analyzing yourself and you're saying, listen, if you need to lose this weight or if you need to get in shape, this is what you need to do. So you know best yourself than anybody else. So what do you think you will need to achieve those goals? Like you were saying, motivation is a big deal, right? But how do you tell yourself, get motivated? Because
I don't know. I thought that would be with the assistance of the coach. It's
Yes.
hard to get motivated when you don't see the results very quickly. And for a person like me who is used to getting results, work-wise, I want to see quick results. And when I don't, I lose hope.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But also quick results are different than unrealistic results, Like sometimes a lot of women, what they want is like, let's say they want to lose weight, they want to lose 20 pounds in a week, And then one of the biggest things, like a coach will tell you, any kind of fitness specialist, is like, we got to be realistic on our goals. So let's say if you want to lose, like, let's say 5 to 10 pounds in a week, we could achieve something like that, right? And then in a month, we could achieve probably 20 pounds. But everything is progression, So one of the biggest things that any coach will tell you, if there are a good coach out there, they will tell you that, for us to set up a goal, first we need to set up a plan, right? Plan of action. Then after that, we got to set up some realistic timelines and also realistic goals. So let's say if we want to lose 10 pounds in a month, we could do that in a month. If we want to lose 20 pounds, we could still push for that, But once that's over, in the second month, you're not going to lose 20 more pounds again, right? So now that's pretty much like an understanding between the coach and yourself, right? What is it you're trying to achieve? And then the coach should be able to give you a better timeline when you're going to achieve those
Well,
goals.
what she's trying to say too is what is the best workout to start losing weight like faster?
Well, see, one of the things also is like whenever you lose weight, it's a combination, like I was saying before. It's a combination of nutrition, exercise, and daily activities.
Right.
So you're changing all those three things. So the best thing for you to do is actually eat 6 meals a day. That's one of the things. Eat 6 meals a day, right? Break down, like, let's say if you're eating like 2 to
Don't
3,000.
say, 6 billion a day.
Yeah, some people actually like anywhere from like 2,000 to 3,000 calories. It depends,
Right.
So let's say now you're gonna have whatever meals you had. If you had a big plate of pasta, right,
Right.
and then meatballs, right, instead of having it all in one sitting, what you do is like you break that particular meal into like 3 big meals, right? So you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in between you have good
Right.
snacks, right? You stay away from sodas, you stay away from juices.
Yeah, it's what you leave out.
Exactly.
So, and they say also after 8 o'clock not to eat.
No,
Like
see,
it-
it depends what kind of diet you're doing or what kind of plan you're doing. Some people actually, they go into like a diet that they don't eat anything from 8 to 8 in the morning. So they have a 12
Right,
hour
that's what I
in
mean,
between,
yeah.
So that's like fasting pretty much, right? Other people, what they do, a lot of bodybuilders, they'll actually have every 2 hours they'll eat something. They'll have
Yeah.
some kind of meal. So what happens with that, you're constantly pushing your metabolism to react. So every time
Right.
it's reacting, it's burning, right? So what happens, like, let's say, how many meals a day do you have, Isabella?
3.
3 meals a day? They're big meals, small meals, or what size meals are they? this would
I
actually
don't know.
help
I
us
guess
understand.
whatever I could grab, since I work so much, is usually it's like 2 meals, bigger meals. Sometimes it's 3.
Okay, and when is your last meal? Usually late at night, right? Because you come home
Uh,
tired.
Yeah, 8ish.
Okay, so what happens? Like a lot of the females that work overtime, even a lot of guys, right? They'll have the last meal late at night. So what happens? They don't have time to digest it or anything like that, and they go to sleep.
Right.
Instead of walking it off and help your body break down that that food
Exactly,
itself.
yeah.
Right. And what they do, they don't have a small meal. They'll have a large meal to try to make up for the rest of the day that they haven't eaten anything. Because like let's say like Isabella, most people or most women, what they do, they'll have a little grab and go during the day, and then once they go home, they'll actually have the big meal.
Right.
You know.
And they say your metabolism slows down after like a certain time, like 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And when it starts
Well-
winding down and your body doesn't burn off as much, just by not doing anything, it slows down, you know?
Well, what happens, like, do you know that during your sleep, that's when you burn fat? When
Right.
you're up, you're actually burning calories, you know? So that, a lot of people don't realize that.
Right, that's
you
what
know?
I'm saying, yeah.
But, so what happens, like, if you go to sleep, right, and then you don't do any kind of, let's say, walking or anything like that, you really didn't digest your food. So once again, it's not so much that it's, not burning fat during the night, but it's pretty much you had so much to eat, right? And
Yeah.
you're not burning anything else. So that actually turns in whatever calories you don't burn, they get stored in your body as fat.
So if you eat like later at night, you think it would be good to walk it off, or
Yeah,
to,
walk it
or to
off,
do
always do.
weights, or
No, usually the best thing is, like, let's say somebody like Isabella, if she eats late at night, let's say 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, the best thing we'll do is, like, give yourself about an hour, 2 hours, right, before you go to bed, before you eat. So if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, eat at 8, but right after that, go for a walk. It's going to
Yeah.
actually help you out a lot more. Also, one of the biggest things, like, somebody like Isabella will do, or needs to do, is actually drink water. Do you drink a lot of water, Isabella?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Okay, so now one of the things also for females, anything after 30 years old, their metabolism actually starts declining, right?
yeah.
So the only way to actually boost up your metabolism, right, is by eating more meals a day, and at the same time do high intensity workouts, which it actually raises your level of burning fat,
Right.
right? And then once again, if she drinks water, that's actually, it flushes out the body, flushes out everything that's bad for you, right? And it helps you digest. So
Right.
this way you could actually take out the fat even faster,
Mm.
right? Or not even the fat; it's pretty much the waste out of
Right.
your body
right.
faster.
Yeah.
Well, with that, pretty much what we wanted to do is actually understand more what is the struggles of a female, right, or women, especially business women. Isabella, can you tell us a little more what will you want to accomplish, or how can we help you, or how can I help you try to accomplish your goals?
I think what I would like is a very simple nutrition plan. I don't want to do a lot of measuring. I sort of want, and I want it to be basically spelled out for me and easy to follow. That way I don't sway from the plan,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't make any changes. And also, I think the workouts have to be simple enough that I could do it my lunch hour, for instance, if I don't get a chance to do them in the morning.
Okay. And also, something I notice with a lot of women, what happens, like, they want a workout plan that they could do at home, at school, or, even at the office. So it's something flexible too. That's what you're saying, right? Isabella? I'm sorry, everybody. We just keep on getting cut off.
Hi, I'm sorry. I could barely hear you. I got cut off.
Oh, God.
That's literally what we just said. But what I'm saying is, like, pretty much a lot of times what we see in women is, like, that they wanted something simple that they could do from home, the office, or even school, and it's something that's easy to follow, like what you were saying, right? So actually, if you get a fitness plan that is easy to follow, right, and then exercise plan that you could do anywhere, like, you don't have to go to the gym, but pretty much you could do it from home, it's easier for you to get results. Right?
Of course. So are you asking me if I would follow it?
Yeah, will you follow something like that?
I pretty much would try anything at this point.
Yeah. So could you give her, like, now that you heard her
Yes.
story, could you give her like a simple format of
Yes.
what to do?
In fact, let's do something like this. Let's set you up for a format, like Freddie was just saying, right? Let me set up something for you. You know, we'll get you information after this call, and then we'll get all your information, and then after I'm going to set up something that's going to help you out for 7 days, right? I'm going to give you a nutrition plan. I'm going to give you an exercise plan, and also daily activities that you could do. Something that you could do, you know, from home, from school, from anywhere you want, even from your office, right? And then let's, you know, get a feedback from you next week at the same time to see the kind of results you're getting. And then, you know, this way we could actually find out whether you liked it, what were the struggles about it, and also the highlights. So once we finish that for that 1 week, right, we could follow up with the next 2 more weeks to see how we could help you change your body. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. I would love to try.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna get your information. Actually, guys, gonna take your information, and then we're gonna let you go right now because we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Right, we only got a couple more minutes. Right, thank you so much for calling in. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Right, and then we'll check back with you. Actually, we'll give the feedback to everybody else next week so they can see how this new plan or new progress or new program worked for you. Okay.
That sounds great. Thank you. Looking forward to working with you.
Thank you, Svel.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you as well.
Bye. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, what I'm going to do is actually write her plan.
Right.
Set it up for her, and then after that, give it to her. Right. Follow up with her every single day to make sure that she's doing it, because you know she said one of the biggest struggles is actually accountability.
Right.
Right. So if I'm there saying, you know, you did this, you know, were you able to take care of your workouts?
Well, maybe now that she, you know, she'll write it out, and then
Exactly,
she'll
exactly.
see where she made mistakes and,
Yes.
and correct them, or you know,
Yeah, yeah. You know,
see
so
if
it'll be
it's
easier
work.
for her to follow it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah,
All right. So we're pretty much running out of time. We only got about 2 more minutes.
yeah.
Right.
Is there anything else like any workout things that you could tell the?
Oh yeah, you know, one of the things, like, you know, once again, especially for women, 35 and over, right? One of the biggest things you got to do is actually drink water. Try to drink water in every meal. At least try to have 1 bottle of water every meal. Try to break your meals into 6 meals a day, right? Try to work out at least 4 days a week, and then every day, if you can, try to walk at least 10 to 20 blocks, right? That if you work in a city, let's say Manhattan, LA, or you know anywhere else, even San Francisco, anything like that. If you work in the office all day, you know, try to get out for lunch. Try to just do that daily walking, you know, some kind of activity that's actually going to bring you back to your fitness, okay, and health. So now we're getting the sign. We're actually almost running out of time. We only got about another minute to go.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to say? You want to give a shout out to anybody?
No, that's it. You know, Dave Coella.
Thank you. And Freddie Kasha.
Yeah.
You
So.
know, so he actually helped me out for the first day, so he could, you know, get a better introduction to this show.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thanks. Man.